is Kristy Austin, and today we are going to talk about an easy way to help you round numbers. To round a number, underline the digit that you are rounding to. Look at the next digit. If it is 5 or higher, round the underlined digit up. If it is less than 5, keep the underlined digit the same. Keep all numbers before the underlined digit the same, and change all numbers after the underlined digit to zeros or drop them if they're after a decimal. Let's take a look at some examples. The first question says round 23,249 to the nearest thousand. The first thing you want to do is write the number down, 23,249. It's asking us to round to the nearest thousand. Underline the thousands place. This is going to be the 3. Then look at the next digit to the right. I always like to draw an arrow. We're going to look at that 2 right there. Since the 2 is less than 5, it's going to cause the 3, our underlined digit, to stay a 3. We keep that a 3. Anything that's to the left of the 3 or in front of the 3, we're going to keep the same. And anything that's to the right of the 3 or after the 3, we are going to change to zeros. 23,249 rounded to the nearest thousand is 23,000. Let's look at the next one. Round 4,578 to the nearest hundred. 4,578. Underline the hundreds place. In this number, that number is 5. Once you underline the place that you're rounding to, draw an arrow to the very next number to the right. In this case, it's a 7. Since 7 is greater than 5, that's going to cause our 5, our underlined digit, to go up 1 digit to a 6. Everything in front of the 6 stays the same, and everything behind the 6 becomes zeros. Therefore, 4,578 rounded to the nearest hundred is 4,600. Number 3, round 34.7581 to the nearest tenth. The tenths place, because it ends in a TH, is after the decimal. It is the first number after the decimal. We're going to underline that 7. The next number, we're going to draw an arrow, is a 5. The rule is if the number after your underlined place value is greater than or equal to 5, the underlined number goes up 1 higher. Therefore, the 7 becomes an 8. Everything to the left or in front of that 7 stays the same. And everything to the right can either be zeros or dropped off. Since everything is to the right of a decimal, we're just going to drop off everything else. Therefore, 34.7581 rounded to the nearest tenth is 34.8. Let's take a look at the next one. 576,576.43214 rounded to the nearest hundredth. Again, hundredth, because it ends in TH, is signaling to us that this is after the decimal. Hundredths place is the 3. I'm going to underline the 3, draw an arrow. Because 2 is less than 5, the 3 is going to stay the same. Our underlined digit 3 is going to stay the same. Everything in front of the 3 stays the same. And because we're after the decimal, the rest of those numbers after the underlined digit drop off. Rounded to the nearest hundredth, we get 576 and 43 hundredths. Number 5, 25 and 21 hundredths rounded to the nearest whole number. When you're asked to round to the nearest whole number, that is the number that is right in front of the decimal or the ones place. In this case, we're looking at the 5. We're going to underline 5, look at the next number. Since 2 is less than 5, the 5 is going to stay the same. Everything to the left of it or in front of it stays the same. And because all of the other numbers are after a decimal, they can drop off, or we could say decimal 00. That's the same thing as 25.